Saudi Arabia has announced plans for the world's largest and most ludicrous megaproject. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman intends to construct two 500-meter-high parallel skyscrapers stretching 170 kilometers across mountains and desert terrain. The project is named the Line, and realizing it would be equivalent to constructing 2,000 World Trade Centers next to each other twice. Because just 12 skyscrapers in the world have reached 500 meters in height, constructing 4,000 of them at the same time and in the same place appears to be a crazy concept. So why has Saudi Arabia announced something so ridiculous? Can they actually make it happen, or are they just trying to grab international attention? Hold on tight, because you will find all the answers in this video. Hey everyone, welcome to Loot Season. In today's video, we are going to look at Saudi Arabia's Line City, the future of architecture, so let's dig right into it. Neom, the city of 2030. Few countries around the world can boast a transformation strategy as ambitious as Saudi Arabia's. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia launched Vision 2030 in 2016, a diversification strategy to reduce the country's reliance on oil and diversify the economy toward tourism, technology, and other areas. Since then, they've disclosed a master plan named Neom, which stands for New Future. Neom will be a futuristic smart city made up of three huge megaprojects. The first phase of the project involves the construction of a floating 8-sided industrial complex known as the Octagon, which will act as a port for shipping routes in the Red Sea. In addition, the city will include a major outdoor skiing destination in the Arabian Peninsula called Trojena, where entertainment and activities will take place throughout the year. None of these proposals, however, are as grandiose as the Line, which was first revealed in January 2021 by Mohammed bin Salman Al Saud, who is the current Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. More facts about this proverbial line have since been released, and to call it insane would be an understatement. What is the Line? It consists of two 500-meter-tall structures that will run parallel to each other across 100 kilometers of desert terrain. These parallel structures will have mirrored exteriors and only 200 meters of space between them to accommodate a population of 9 million people. The linear city will extend from the coast of the Red Sea's Gulf of Aqaba into the country, cutting across mountains and arid terrain. Walkways will connect the two mirrored faces. The majority of the interiors will be vertically built, with public parks, offices, and homes stacked on top of one another. So basically, their plan is to layer real city infrastructure vertically on top of one another. Not only that, but their objective is to be completely sustainable and to use cutting-edge technology. Vertical farming built into the 500-meter-high walls will feed those who live inside. In addition, the construction is expected to incorporate a yacht marina and a sports stadium raised up to 305 meters above ground. Is it possible to build it, or will it ever be? The Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia has labeled the Line a civilization revolution.
مشروع The Line هو ثورة حضارية للإنسان تضع الإنسان أولاً.
The Line, on the other hand, appears to be a vast wonderland that will come to life straight out of a fiction book. Saudi Arabia plans to build parts of it by 2030 and house over 1 million people. While humanity has constructed some gigantic structures in some of the most challenging landscapes, the Line just promises too much and in too little time. Saudi Arabia's recent record of accomplishment in the construction of remarkable skyscrapers is also not promising. The Jeddah Tower, for example, which was supposed to be the highest skyscraper in the world, is still on hold, and has only reached around 1/3 of its initial proposed height. On the other hand, Saudi Arabia is home to the world's 4th highest tower. However, the Line is unlike anything else ever created in history. However, it is comparable to the grand plans of Illinois about 60 years ago. This structure was meant to be 1 mile tall, which was ridiculous at the time. The mirror line, like the Illinois, may be limited to paper, or in this case 3D drawings and marketing movies. However, this time, the entire world is watching, and about 50 million individuals have already seen one of their trailers. Does Saudi Arabia have potential to construct this megaproject? Saudi Arabia has been on a rebranding spree since Mohammed bin Salman took over the country's affairs. Projects like the Line, which are part of that rebranding drive, are sure to garner international notice. Saudi Arabia wants to be recognized as a country with much more to offer and may seek to diversify its economy into tourism, but for the time being, the majority of tourists to the kingdom come for pilgrimage. Saudi Arabia aspires to be perceived differently in the international community, as evidenced by headline-grabbing declarations such as the line. The project is especially important to Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who has compared it to some of the Middle East's largest megaprojects and refers to the line as "my pyramids." Neom is meant to be Saudi Arabia's architectural landmark, and launching an incredible project in the heart of it will heighten interest. Furthermore, according to the research, Neom is a vision of what a new future might look like. As a result, it could be viewed as a study project for alternative city structures and modern transportation concepts. Problems faced by Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia has effectively attracted international attention with the introduction of the line. However, the majority of replies have been negative. Many questions go unanswered. They aspire to develop a city with 100% sustainable transportation system and zero emissions, but there's no discussion of the tremendous carbon footprint that such a project would leave behind. When given the massive construction emissions, the goal of establishing a carbon-neutral city does not sound very believable. Furthermore, critics have been quick to point out Saudi Arabia's human rights record, and the human cost of Saudi Arabia's ambitions has already been calculated. Several indigenous tribes have resided in towns and villages in the region for hundreds of years. Around 20,000 people have been forced to relocate to make way for Neom. Saudi security forces have also been accused of killing at least one protester. The country has also failed to implement comprehensive labor reforms, resulting in rampant mistreatment of migrant workers, and authorities have provided no path for addressing the issue thus far. A shaky human rights record has been a hot topic, posing challenges in garnering money for the trillion-dollar megaproject. The planners wanted to entice foreign investors, but the country is still mainly hated by the West, and economic partnerships are not met with opposition. Even if the finances are obtained, some of the plans for Neom and the line are simply too complex to be realized. The majority of observers anticipate that the final designs will look quite different from those displayed on media channels. The Line City. Future megaprojects that will be shaping Saudi Arabia. Qiddiya. Qiddiya, the kingdom's capital of entertainment, would stretch more than 334 square kilometers on Riyadh's outskirts, offering a variety of activities ranging from 20,000-seat cliff-top stadium to a Formula One racetrack. The $8 billion project has been under construction since January 2019, with the first phase set to open in 2023. More than 300 recreational and educational facilities will be located in Qiddiya, which will be divided into 5 key themes: parks and attractions, sports and wellness, nature and environment, arts and culture, and motion and mobility. Six Flags, the world's tallest drop ride and the world's longest, tallest roller coaster, will debut at Qiddiya, promising rides that break several world records, as well as an 18-hole championship standard golf course and a cinema. Qiddiya plans to attract 17 million visitors per year by 2023. Red Sea Project. This project is being created by a 30,000 square kilometer territory between the coastal communities of Luj and Al-Washa, and will include a natural archipelago of pristine islands and a large desert environment rich with mountain peaks, historical and archaeological artifacts, and a dormant volcano. The project will be the Middle East's first fully integrated, upscale, mixed-use resort, and it is projected to attract visitors all year. It was constructed with a significant emphasis on legacy, culture, and conservation in mind, and when completed, it will supply 8,000 new hotel rooms. The area has 200 kilometers of unspoiled shoreline and a wide desert landscape sprinkled with historic archaeological gems. The Red Sea Project's developers hope it will become one of the world's most successful sustainable tourist destinations, with a zero-waste-to-landfill policy, 100% carbon neutrality, and a prohibition on single-use plastics. The project is expected to be completed by 2030. Final thoughts. Based on what we've seen thus far, Saudi Arabia lacks the expertise to make most of its recent claims a reality. Even with foreign assistance, the scope of the Line project is too large to accomplish within the next few decades. Another crucial question to ask about the Line is if people will want to live in such a place. For the time being, we consider the Line as a concept idea for various ways of living. However, the concept is vastly oversimplified and faces numerous challenges, including the aforementioned human rights violations and its practicality. Meanwhile, it remains an unattainable task, and a more realistic strategy would be to incorporate some of these future concepts into Saudi Arabia's existing cities. So, what are your thoughts about Saudi Arabia's architecture plan? And do you guys think it can be accomplished in its given time period? Let us know in the comment section down below. That's all for this video. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment on this video if you enjoyed it. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Thanks for watching.